really big issue, and it's not only about medicine. When we know that only 20 to 40% of the people who have HIV can really respond to that drug, I don't think this is the fight we should have right now, and we should go further than that, and it's a more bigger issue than what we think and what MonWHO think. It's not only try to heal people physically, it's also try to understand that they're socially excluded when they're tested and they have HIV.
Breaking news. I hear that all NGOs have been kicked out of North Korea, but their supplies are still there. Here's the NSF delegate. What do you think?
We've just received word that, yes, indeed, North Korea has in fact kicked us out of the North Korean zone after we've set up refugee camps and treatment zones, and furthermore, they've kept all our supplies. And so we would like to take this opportunity to decry against North Korea's actions and tell them to allow us back in to continue our treatment.
Do you think this was planned from the beginning?
I would not think so. I do not know what new developments have taken place politically within North Korea, but it appears that there's a power struggle since the leaders are still not found.
And what do you think USA has to do with this? As you know, they have been closely working with South and North Korea.
Well, I know they've been working against North Korea, but we've just received word that USA has dropped propaganda packages in North Korea, and we're not sure if this is what prompted the actual withdrawal of the NGOs.
Okay, so all the NGOs kicked out, their supplies still there, USA may be involved. This is SABC with the delegates of Red Cross and Pfizer. They have an important announcement to make, and we will hear about it right now.
The International Committee of the Red Cross is pleased to announce that we will be now partnering with Pfizer for an exclusive pharmaceutical contract in our relief efforts in various parts of the world. Specifically, there's a great need for relief in the Americas bloc, in that there is an influenza outbreak, so we will be going there to attempt to provide relief. This is a call to all countries. We are hoping that you will be able to provide monetary support for our causes so that we can limit the spread of these communicable diseases, as well as we have work going on in Asia trying to aid in the non-communicable diseases issues there as well. So we would like to announce our partnership and call on countries for continued support to help spread the healthcare that we have available.
We're excited about the partnership. Look forward to making a difference.
This just in. There is footage from North Korea. A North Korean kills 3 South Korean captives. What does this mean for this global health conference? And what are we going to do about these massacres? On a side note, the landmine strip in between North Korea and South Korea has been creating big problems, and many have been killed. USA has been closely working with South Korea to be able to send humanitarian aid. However, USA is the -- producer of landmines. What does this mean, and what are really their intentions? This is SABC with the delegate of Bosnia. Delegate, there's been a crisis in Nigeria where there was international aid sent to give support people who are kidnapped and in mental health, and they tried to push them to take antidepressants. And these people, in their culture, for the 8 people, well, they weren't familiar with the culture norms there, and they think the drugs and vaccines are meant to make people sterile. So people kidnapped or took these people for the 8 people, the people coming to help, and they killed them. Now, in clause 9 of your paper on mental health, why did you not mention anything about culture sensitivity?
We haven't discussed that completely with the other block. We will definitely discuss it more because it's a very important subject, and thank you for bringing it up to our attention.
So are you going to bring an amendment to this clause, maybe?
Yes, we will, definitely, and I'll probably bring it up in my speech when I'm going to be presenting our resolution. Thank you for bringing it up to our attention.
Okay, thank you, delegate.
So Mark, I've just heard a report about how you sponsored mental health workers going into Nigeria to help victims of kidnapping. Apparently the workers that you sent were pushing antidepressants to locals, and these locals, because of pre-existing distrust of Western drugs because of vaccines that were pushed previously and thought that they were infertility drugs, they started killing the workers and destroying the drugs that you sent. You've been you've given your seal of approval for the mental health paper pushed by Europe. Why do you think they haven't been covering this cultural sensitivity?
This is actually the first time I hear about these allegations, and they're absolutely false. Merck has no ties with any Nigerian officials, or Merck officials rather.
This is SABC reporting from the SABC studios. We have recently learned that Brazil is getting African doctors to immigrate to their country to increase their medical personnel. What is Africa going to do about this brain drain, and what are the consequences going to be? We'll learn soon. This is SABC here with the delegate of Netherlands. Delegate, I hear you're trying to pass a paper regarding universal health. What do you think is going to be the overall reaction to this paper?
I think we're gonna get huge support for our proposition because it's the only resolution that is talking about one big universal healthcare. So we already have huge support from European countries, African countries, and Asian countries. So looks like it's gonna go away.
Delegate, there has been some talk about who is the cutest, you or Iceland. What do you think this is, and do you think this is going to affect the vote for your paper?
Iceland is my friend of the Netherlands, so you said that we are on the same level of attractiveness. That's very kind of you to point that.
So you don't think the vote's going to be on your favor for this paper due to this cuteness thing?
I think that it could work in our favor. I'm a bit surprised that you mentioned this. So let's hope that our attractiveness can really attract some votes.
Okay, thank you, delegate. Using measures that aren't about intelligence and countries to get votes. Thank you. Bye. Hi, this is SABC with the delegate of Iceland. Iceland, there has been some talk about who is cuter, you or Netherlands. Now, Netherlands in their interview said that you guys are on the same level as attractiveness, but behind the scenes he said that he was definitely more attractive. What do you think about that?
I would like to comment and say that, first of all, I do agree with the Netherlands' first statement about being on the same level, and I do feel like the second statement must be a fabrication because we are just too good of friends to ever turn our backs on one another, and that's all I'd like to say on the matter.
He told that to me, and I think this may affect the relations between Iceland and Netherlands. What do you think?
I guess so, but you can't let personal issues get involved within your professional lives because we're trying to pass some serious resolutions here that'll implement serious change, and it's important to keep focused on that rather than who is cuter, although the answer is very, very clear.
Okay, thank you. Hi, this is SABC with Leah Zhao. I have a very important question for you, Leah. Now, there's been lots of talk between the cuteness factor between, Iceland and Netherlands, and I want to ask you who you thought was cuter.
Well, personally, I like them both very much, but Iceland would be my choice.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.